This week on Battle of Wits, Ben Cardilli, Amer Rez, Rena Taylor, and your host, Elspeth Wright.
Hello and welcome to Battle of Wits, social distancing number 4. Oh, we've got an amazing lineup of people for you this week. We have Ben Cardilli. Hello, Ben.
Hey, guys.
I'm
shaking my lead at you.
We have Amer Rez. Hello, Amer.
Hey, everybody.
And joining us all the way from Toronto, we have Rena Taylor.
Hello. Oh, it's so exotic here. It's maybe like 4 degrees warmer.
Oh my goodness, you must be sweltering.
Oh, so hot.
Are all the walls blue in Toronto?
Question before the show starts.
Yes.
What is the painting behind Rena?
Oh, that is my my work associate. Her daughter, when I was in Montreal, drew me.
Oh,
It's uncanny.
it is.
That's adorable.
It's gorgeous.
Now it is time for our first round, the warm-up round. In this round, I will ask you some interesting trivia questions, and points will be rewarded to the person with the best answer. So, this band made it to number 84 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1988 with their cover of I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Ben, could you tell me what your answer is?
Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. A cover?
Mm-hmm. In
What was the year again?
1988.
88. Was it Blind Leopards or whatever? I don't know.
Okay. Good guess. Amer?
I would say The Cure. Yeah, The Cure.
The Cure. Very
Yeah,
good.
they were making a comeback, and they're like, I heard it through the grapevine, and this is how they made it.
All right. Rena?
I'm gonna say Jane Fonda's famous band, the Stretches.
I love
Yeah, they're
that.
fucking killing it at that time, and they brought it back hard. So I would
Amazing.
think Jane Fonda did it.
None of you are correct, but Jane Fonda melts my heart, so Rena gets the point. It was
I'm killing it then, just killing it now.
Exactly. She will always be killing it. The answer is actually the California Raisins.
Jesus.
So this band
Yes.
was created by the California Raisin Advisory Board, which is apparently a thing, or it was a thing in 1988. And they also won an Emmy for their claymation, or for their special, a claymation Christmas celebration. And
I remember that. That's how old I am.
I vaguely remember the California Raisins as like
Yeah.
a thing that was left over. And in 2015, it was announced that they'd be doing a live action movie of the California Raisins, but thankfully that was 5 years ago and it hasn't happened yet. So the look of disgust on Ben and Rena's faces.
Does
I feel
anybody
like you
eat
have-
raisins anymore? Like, I feel like raisins have been canceled already. No?
Grandmas.
I actually have like raisins out on my desk.
Which were grapes a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm just like, raisins movie? No, I just don't want to see those fucked up
Homemade.
things
Yeah.
in real life.
I'm gonna show you.
DIY.
I'm gonna show you a picture of the California raisins. So those are the California raisins.
I remember that.
You guys remember these?
Like, it looks mildly racist. Is it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a band that would be called like Teddy and the Turds or something.
The turds. Yeah, it's not a great look. I'm
It's like
very.
old people's home, folks.
Yeah.
Like, what? How would they do that in real life? Would they make it like? I want to see them animatronic. That's
Oh yeah, that would be very cool. I think
Just
it
like,
was gonna be
whoa!
live action and digital, sort of like Sonic the Hedgehog or one of those, where it's like there'd be
Ugh.
real people and then there would be these guys. Yeah, I'm happy that this movie isn't. I mean, I hope it doesn't. We don't need that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's horrifying. I think, does this push raisins? Is this?
Yeah, it's big
Yeah,
we
put
would
it in your
raisins.
mouths, kids.
Okay.
Slip this on in.
This is like, if you think raisins are gross, you should see them up close.
You should see them singing songs. Yeah. Okay, our second question is also about a mascot. I fell down a bit of a rabbit hole. So the CRL mascot, Captain Crunch, has a full name. Amer, can you tell me what his full name
You
is?
Googling. Ben's Googling.
No, I was ready.
Alfred Crunch, Captain Alfred Crunch, also known by his friend by Al, Captain Alfred Crunch.
I like that. Okay. Rena, what is Captain Crunch's real name?
Krusty.
Very good. That makes me not want to eat that cereal ever again. Krusty Crunch.
He's Krusty Crunch, baby.
Ben, do you have an answer?
Well, you see, Captain Crunch was actually what you don't realize is they kind of like whitewash his character, but he's actually of Irish descent. And Crunch was actually his first name. It was he was a doctor before he became captain. It used to be well, now it's Captain Crunch Kilpatrick. So
Okay, Captain. I like
Crunch.
that. I like that. You all did very well with that one. You all answered with confidence. I'm gonna give Ben the point on that one.
because I
It
talked
was-
the longest. That's
That was hilarious. Mine's to the point.
I
That's
sold it.
true.
Mine makes sense. I
Yours
just want to
was
say,
good. I
Alfred
can't give
Crunch.
points to everyone. Alfred Crunch was good.
Come on, give us all a point.
come on.
Stop bullying me. I am the law. Okay, so his actual name was Horatio Magellan Crunch.
Horatio, of course.
Horatio Magellan Crunch. And he was born, there's a whole backstory to him. He was born on Crunch Island in the Sea of Milk. And he has a ship which is called Guppy.
For reasons well known.
Yes,
milk.
exactly. Yeah, guppies and milk, just like Grandma used to make.
The way that
Uh,
Ricky does it.
he's been sailing in milk for so long, you think he would have softened up by now, you know?
Oh.
He wouldn't be Crunch anymore. He'd be Captain Limp.
Captain Sog.
I've seen a few Captain Limps in my day, you know what I mean? That's my
Tell me
reflection
about
on me.
The guy's seen some shit.
Okay, we've got 2 more questions in this round. So, the script for the movie Terminator was originally sold to the studio for how much money? Rena.
No money. Just Arnold Schwarzenegger's complete recorded quotes. It was just a very long, best quotes in a couple of album forms. They were like, that's all I've ever wanted.
And then they just splice them into every movie he made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's good. That tracks. I like it. Ben.
Oh, fuck. A case of beer and a jar of Schwarzenegger's sweat,
Very good.
just to seal the deal. Yeah.
Amer, what is your answer?
I actually know the answer to that one. It's actually 2,500 bitcoins. This is
You are ahead of their time.
exactly. It was. This is the launch of the first online money. This is because it's a futuristic movie. And
Yeah.
they decided to
just
pay.
Skynet.
It was just bits of coins. They
I still get the point, Rena. Don't fucking steal it from me.
Oh,
Like,
I
those
was
chewed
just
up,
marking down the point and it was not going to you. But
Ah.
It was the chewed up pennies that they put on the train tracks. It was just like a bag of those.
yeah, shaking them in dirty Ziploc bags.
You get it. That's
I see
Hollywood.
it.
Baby. That's Hollywood, baby.
Yeah. So it was actually sold for $1.
Oh.
by James Cameron, but he sold it for $1 and the promise that he would be able to direct the film. So final question of the warm-up round. This tourist attraction can grow more than 6 inches in the summertime. We will start with Amer for this one.
Can I have a question? And just so I can, once again, it's this thing grows 6 inches.
In the summer. It's a tourist attraction, so a world famous attraction.
Perfect. It's the grasshopper of Tennessee.
Okay.
They visit the fields every year, and in the summer they go from like being larvae to growing to up to 6 inches. The grasshopper of Tennessee.
Very good.
Oh my god.
Rena?
Everything in me trying not to say my dick.
I know.
Yeah.
It might be my dick, but it also it's called God's dick, and it's a bit of coral that when there is more moisture in the air, it can expand to up to 6 inches, like my dick.
Very good. And Ben?
Oof. Let's say, what's that guy's name?
Oh, is there any
John Stamos's ego. How about that?
Stamos's ego. All right.
People come from far and
Only
wide.
6 inches? That's
Yeah.
that's a small ego.
Why are you
if I may.
coming for Stamos? Come on. It's Uncle Jesse.
Oh, I'm coming, Stamos.
Yeah.
He gets
That
a
man
little.
hasn't aged.
He gets a little shy in the winter, but you can see him in the summertime. Man, he's just blossomed
Flourishes.
into his full self.
He's actually also a groundhog. So the groundhogs that pop out on Groundhog's Day, it's actually
Yeah.
John Stamos. So he tells when he's going to grow.
He tells himself if he's coming out for the summer.
Exactly.
Not this year.
Not this year.
It comes out every summer. And then right
So-
back in.
It's actually the Eiffel Tower. The high temperatures
Oh.
make the iron in it expand. So it grows, I'm guessing in width. I'm guessing it doesn't get taller. I don't know. But yeah, it expands 6 inches every summer. So that is the
Sense.
end of the warm-up round. At the end of the warm-up round, Rena is in the lead with 2 points, and Ben and Amer have 1 point each. Now it is time for our second round, and this round is called What Does It Mean? So in this round, I will show you a word, and I will mispronounce the word at you as well, and you will tell me what this word means. With Amer, our first word is capricious. Capricious. Amer, what does capricious mean?
Capricious was popular in the 90s when the Capri Sun drinks were popular. And when you saw a girl that you found out, you're like, damn, she looks capricious, bro. Yeah.
I like
Like
that.
a girl, yeah. Like she was wearing like a shiny dress. She was capricious.
Very good. One of those like tattoo chokers that everyone wore in the 90s.
You
And
know
they
it.
came back a couple summers ago and made me feel very old. Rena, what is your answer?
Capricious is based off of the horoscope sign Capricorn. So it's to be violently self-assured and aggressive, even with that belief in your own ideas, is what I believe capricious to mean. Yeah, Capricorn.
Very good. Very good. Ben?
Capricious, I believe, to be when someone would show up to their group of friends and they are wearing the most expensive New Era cap, you know, then they've got the capricious for the group, right? They got the capricious, yeah, and and people call them out on it because they're just fucking peacocking like hard.
So capricious is given to sudden and unaccountable changes in mood or behavior. Our next word is titty-note. I knew this one would get giggles, especially from Ben. I'm glad that I still know you people, even though it's been ages since we've seen each other. Ben, what's a titty note?
Oof. A titty note is that moment when it's essentially like when you're sitting at dinner, it's that first date moment, and you're trying really hard, just to keep eye contact, and make sure you're not examining
You're like titty.
the lady. So you're just like, I made another titty nope. Oh shit, she caught me on that last titty nope. I gotta keep it at eye level.
Very good. Amer, what is a titty nope?
Titty nope remind me of my high school when I started to learn English, and you'd have the older kids coming to twist my nipples, and I didn't know how to speak English, so I'd be like, titty nope, titty nope. It's to not twist my nipples.
Okay.
Titty
okay.
nope.
And Rena, what is a titty nope?
Contrary to popular belief, this is a compound word. So a titty nope is when you make a flailing gesture and you accidentally hit someone's tit. And then instead of apologizing or addressing the situation, you just nope the fuck out of there and you beeline it for whatever exit you can find. So that's a titty nope.
I'm going to give that one to Ben. So a titty nope is actually a small quantity of something left over. So that would be
What?
Yeah. So
Milk?
just like if you have a small bit of something left over. So I have a titty nope of burrito in my fridge from lunchtime. A titty nope.
That is my pickup line.
Does not sit
I
well
got a
with me
titty
at
nope
all.
of burrito if you're interested.
Next word is SCORDATURA. SCORDATURA. And I am not pronouncing that correctly, which is why you can read it on the screen for yourself. Rena, what does this word mean?
SCORDATURA is when you know that you can score that in the future. So if you were pining for someone, or if you were interested in someone but it's not the right time, you can score that in the future. So SCORDATURA is what it's shortened to eventually over time. Language is alive.
Very good. Ben.
Actually, SCORDATURA, it's a very kind of rare, reoccurring, like heart condition, like a heart failing that kind of happens in and around many American Baskin Robbins when someone has 2 or more score blizzards in a row, and it just kind of shuts down their immune system and their heart. So it's just for a moment before they can digest and have like the 4th blizzard.
Okay. So it's not lethal. It's just a
it's
momentary
kind of a
heart
pause.
failure.
It's kind of a pause. Just when you have a titty nope of blizzard left at the bottom and you want to finish it, but your heart doesn't want you to.
A titty nope of creamy goodness.
Very good. Very good. Amer, what is a SCORDATURA?
SCORDATURA, as it's pronounced SCORDATURA. It's a type of cured ham from Sicily. SCORDATURA. They just hang the shank. That's all I have.
Very good. These are all incredible answers. Sorry, I don't know who to give this to. I'm gonna give it to Ben because he used titty nope and I love a callback. But I really liked, they're all very good. And now I want some ham. Is the technique of altering the normal tuning of a stringed instrument to produce particular effects. Now it is time for a very, very fun round. This round is called 2 Truths, 1 Lie. In this round, each of you will tell 3 little stories, 2 of which are true, 1 of which is a lie. The people who have not told the story will get to ask 2 questions apiece. So, to begin this round, I was gonna go by who's in the lead, but you're all tied. So I'm gonna start with Ben because he is at the top of my screen. So Ben, can you please tell us your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Okay. So before you judge, this all happened when I was a kid. Okay, so First off, I once threw up in a church because the host didn't agree with me. And I don't mean like the host, like the priest who was hosting the show, but it was the little cracker.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I once pissed myself on a ski hill and just kept skiing.
Okay.
Went for it.
What else are you gonna do?
I once shit myself in my backyard because I was locked out of my house. It's just all the projectiles.
Yeah, lots of bodily fluids with
lot of
old
bodily fluid.
Benjamin.
I had trouble as a kid keeping things in.
I will now open the floor for questions. You get 2 questions each. So, Amer, do you have any questions for Ben?
Yes, I do. Why didn't you just take off your pants and shit in the backyard?
That was my question.
Inquiring minds want to know, Benjamin.
I guess it's just like it was one of those first times like the shit was like it was at the perfect consistency that it just like wanted out, and like I didn't know where I was gonna put it. It was just very stressful. I was actually very impressed because when the shit came out, it was like in a perfect pyramid form in my pants. So it was kind of like I was impressed. It was like the 8th wonder of my little world, you know. It was really nice.
Episode 4 in the show is going down the toilet. Rena, what is your first question for Ben?
Oh my God. I wish I had another good burning question, but that was the prevailing one. Where did you shit in your backyard? Or no, wait, where
In my pants.
Yeah, that's
the backyard of my pants.
Can I ask another one? I want another one.
Yeah.
Where did you puke in the church?
It was like right there in the pew. Like my family was with me.
A puke?
You know, it was a puke. A little puke. It wasn't like much, but like I definitely puked. And like I even had like my little the little book open. We were singing the stupid songs, you know. So like I had to like move it quick to like puke in my lap, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Gross.
Okay, Amer, you have one more question.
After you peed yourself on the hill, did you say fuck it and just go down again, or did you clean up? What did you do right after you peed yourself?
I had like kind of crashed in the hill. Like I had stopped and like fallen over, and I was having trouble getting up at first. And I literally like pissed. I was like, I had to piss so bad that I was like, oh, it's going to be so far from here. And I pissed myself. And then like, finally, like my brother caught up to me and he like helped me out of the snow. And we kind of went down together. And then when we got to the bottom, he's like, oh, I'll help you go. He's like, I was like, let's go back up one more time. You know, it was fine. I didn't really have much of a dick to freeze off when I was at that age. So I was like, all right, that's fine.
How old were you?
I must have been like 8 or 9.
Okay. Okay.
Pretty embarrassing age to piss yourself.
But I mean, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility at that age, I think.
Okay.
Rena, what is your final question for Ben and his bodily fluids?
Damn, so many fluids, man. I just still don't understand. I'm not satisfied with your answer to shitting your pants. I'm just not. I don't believe you. Why couldn't you get in? What was the circumstance?
I was walking back from school, right? And I got back, and my school was like literally a block away from my house. So like my parents would let us go back and forth, but I was still like 5 or 6 at that time, right? Okay. So it was like really early on. I like came back in. I was like in the backyard. Sometimes I'd wait for them if they weren't there to like I'd play around and stuff. But I literally and I actually went somewhere in the backyard. I went like behind my shed.
But you
just
kept
to, like,
your pants
be
on.
Private. My pants on because there was all this firewood back there, and I was like, I don't want to shit on the firewood. It's not gonna make it great. They don't need another log added to the pile, you know.
It sounded like it was a log.
It was one of my most impressive shits at that age. Like I was.
Oh
like,
my goodness! I mean, it does sound memorable.
Yeah.
Okay, Amer, what is your guess? What do you think is the lie?
It's between piss and shit. Let me look at Ben here. Is it the piss? Is
No,
it the shit?
no, just poker face. This is my poker face.
I'm gonna say it's the shit. I hope it's the shit. I hope
Yeah.
it's the shit.
Okay. Rena, what's your guess?
Can you guess the same thing?
Yeah, you can guess the same thing.
Okay. I don't believe the shit. I don't believe it.
Don't believe the shit.
Okay.
Believe the shit. Yeah.
Okay, Ben, no one's believing your shit. What is the lie?
The lie is the church.
Ah!
I both break. As a kid, I was barely out of diapers. I was like, I wonder what this does. Also, I highly recommend it because if you haven't, come on, Amer, you shit yourself.
Yeah,
in your
Amer has
life.
a joke about shitting himself.
It's nice. It can be nice. It can be very cathartic.
Get it?
It can be very cathartic.
Oh.
All
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben gets 2 points for pooping and peeing himself.
If I was ever going to use this to my advantage,
Yeah.
it would be today.
Now's the time. Rena, could you please tell us what are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Okay. So my first one will be it's short. I just lived in a car for the better part of 4 months.
Okay.
That's one. And then my other one is that I broke my ankle walking out of bounds playing ultimate frisbee. Not even a jump, just walking out of bounds to go retrieve a frisbee. And then my last one, unfortunately, you're gonna love this one, Elspeth. I once simultaneously was diarrheaing on a plane.
Oh no!
And then also vomited into the sink of that bathroom. Yeah.
That
So
sounds
that's
rough.
Yeah.
The potty humor edition of Battle of
Whoa,
Wits.
Truth comes out.
Yeah. 1 month into quarantine, we're all just like, oh, I remember being able to be outside and have
That's all we
access.
can think about. All we do is eat and shit.
Yeah, it's true.
We're babies.
Yeah, we're all babies again. Okay, Ben, what are your 2 questions, or your first question?
Why didn't you keep your pants on in the airplane? No, I'm kidding. That's not the question. I'm telling you, it's a great feeling. Okay.
I don't know if you understand what great feeling means.
You don't got a lot of basis for comparison. Let's see. Okay, first question. What position did you play in Ultimate Frisbee?
Oh my goodness. I didn't really know that there was positions. This was in grade 8, and this was a part of an extracurricular team that we did. I usually play defensive positions, so I presently was. But if any teacher was supposed to teach me that you're supposed to fucking do roles in Ultimate Frisbee, that did not happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Amer, do you have a question?
Yeah. I'm surprised nobody asked that. What are the circumstances that led you to live in a car for 4 months?
Yeah, that's a fun, lead you in a particular way. So I was traveling around New Zealand and purchased a car, and it was way easier to just kind of go and camp out, and eventually just found it easier to stay in the car than try and do camping all the time. More comfortable, so lived in the car.
So you purchased or rented a car in New Zealand, is that it?
Yeah.
You had purchased? Okay, you purchased it?
Purchased it.
Purchased? What kind of car was it?
It was a, what the fuck was that thing called? I don't know car brands, but it's like a circle with like multiple stars.
Oh, a Subaru? No.
Yeah, it was a Subaru. It was a Subaru hatchback. It was a wine red. Yeah, it was a beast, and it cost $1,600.
Okay.
Yeah.
$1,600. Subaru wine rant. Let me just check the blue book real quick.
Well done,
See
checks.
what year it was, because I don't know.
Amer, what is your final question for Rena?
After you broke your ankle, what was like the therapy? Like, did you have to put on a cast? What did they made you do?
Oh yeah. So the next day we were supposed to go to Canada's Wonderland, and I was fucking pissed because I had to immediately, like, I just flopped over, and no one believed me that I could not move. Like, they're like, Rena, get the fucking frisbee, like, stop goofing around. They had to carry me it was like 6 people carrying me to the bus. And then we got back to where my school was. My dad picked me up. We went to emergency, and then it was like a series of, it was like 6 weeks in the cast, and then it was like deep into summer, and like it was like the ending. It was like right before the end of school, and so I had the cast into summer, and then like couple of weeks left, I was able to like walk around a little bit more confidently on the old puppy, but I like was not good with my like therapy whatsoever. So I prolonged that injury and still sustained an injury to this day, which is very fun. I get to bound my ankle.
This is an additional question just because I'm not from the English system. How old is grade 8?
Oh, okay. Fair question.
Grade 8 is like 12, 13 kind of cusp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben, what is your guess?
Fuck. I'm gonna have to go with despite. Okay, I'm just gonna flip on it. I'm gonna go with the car.
The car. Okay. Amer, what is your guess?
So I'll point out, nobody pointed out the fact that she shitted herself and
Yeah,
everybody's
there
okay
were
with it.
surprisingly few
Yeah.
questions about that
I
one.
have definitely.
I'm
Like,
a
yes, of
little
course.
surprised.
Of course, we all do that. I'm going to say the ankle. I don't believe the ankle at
The
all.
ankle.
Yeah.
Okay. Rena, what is the lie?
It was the ankle. It was a hairline fracture.
I thought that
I
too.
did have to go through like a similar process, but I did not, it's not I did not shatter my ankle.
Very good. So, Amer, you get a point. Well
That's right.
done. And now, Amer, it is your turn to tell us your 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay. I went on vacation at the end of my bachelor, and I had to go back to Canada with the Canadian consulate, like with the embassy. That's the first story. The second story is that until my high school graduation, give or take, I thought limousine was spelled L''imazine. And the third story.
I don't know why I thought that.
And the third story is that the fireman came to my house because I tried cooking and I had like smoke and fire all over the kitchen, and the alarm went off.
Okay. Rena, what is your guess?
Oh, wait,
Or what are your questions? First
Where
question.
were you at the end of your bachelor that you had to come back?
I was in Lebanon. I went back to Lebanon on vacation, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ben, what's your first question?
How do you spell limousine now?
Without the apostrophe.
Good answer. Very good. To build on Ben's question, how did you discover that you had been spelling limousine incorrectly in your head?
Because I said, I was speaking French and I said imazine. And somebody said, what did you say? I said, j'ai commandé une limousine. Hey, what is it? What? And that's basically how I found out. Because it was high school, so we're preparing for prom and everything.
Okay.
Okay. So you're ordering an limousine for you guys. That's good.
Yeah. Rena, what is your final question for Amer?
So for the fire one, that escalated quickly. Why was the fire marshal, why was this individual there? Like, what was how did they come to the house?
I lived in a huge apartment building, like one of those huge apartment buildings in NDG, and all the the fire system are all connected. So once the fire propagated in the house, the whole system just starts sounding an alarm, and then the fireman came.
Okay. And Ben, what is
What
your
were
final
you-
question?
What were you cooking?
I was cooking a Lebanese dish. I was cooking a Lebanese dish where you had to in those. I still don't know how to cook, so it's like a pan, and then you had to put the beef in it.
You mean in Ebenezer dish? In Ebenezer dish, you mean?
Shouldn't have said that. So yeah, it was like cooking the meat, and the oil was
Yeah.
there, and the oil makes a lot of black smoke, and I freaked out.
Okay. These all seem very plausible. Rena, what is your guess? What do you think is the lie?
Okay.
Shit.
So it's the limousine, it's the fire, and it's the consulate. I don't know, because I want to believe in the limousine because it's so
I
fun.
know.
Let's go with fire to believe that truly great things can happen and someone could not know what limousine was.
Very good. Ben, what's your guess?
In the same belief, I'm gonna go with consulate because it just seems like the most boring of the three stories, which is usually the hidden thing. Hey, never mind.
Most boring.
Okay, Amer, what is the lie?
It's the fire. God damn it,
I
Rena!
knew
Yeah.
Yeah, the other two. Yeah, I had
Tried to
to.
throw in, you're like, it's a Lebanese dish. I'm like,
Very good. We are tied. Amer and Rena both have 4 points. And Ben is in the lead with 5.
What?
That's a very, very close game. Now it's time for our 4th round. This round is called How Much? In this round, I will show you pictures of things I found on the internet, and you will tell me how much you think they cost. This first item I found on Wish, and it is a small pet mesh leash. So the description for this is 100% brand new and high quality. Wearable traction harness for small animals such as hamsters, guinea pigs, and etc. So Amer, how much do you think this is? There's another view of it if you'd like.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah, you can ask questions.
How long?
I gave you all of the information I know.
I was going to say, how long is the leash?
I do not know.
It looks like you can finally walk your dick. Look at that little hole. It's got the little balls holster.
oh, that's a fetish now for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a fetish. Can you walk my dick?
Hey, baby.
I would say.
Do what I like.
Well, we know what we're getting Ben for Christmas. I would say $7.99. $7.99.
Can you hire a dick walker?
Yeah, how much does a dick walker cost? That's the real question.
Hey, we're creating jobs, people.
Exactly. In this economy, we need to.
Yeah, that's as close as you can get to a penis.
Okay, Rena, how much for this dick walking set would you
it's
say?
Wish, correct?
Yeah, it's from
Wish is a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to put it too high. I hope for humanity, I'm going to say about $7.95 and hope that they don't charge anything.
Oh, $7.95.
Rena, I said $7.99. You're fucking cutting me off for 4 cents?
I didn't even hear you. I just was looking. I couldn't stop thinking about dick walking. My new profession.
Okay, Ben, what is your guess? That is beautiful.
This would probably be 3 easy payments of. No, I would give this at least. No, I'd say. I mean, I don't shop Wish often, but I'd say like at least like $10.
$10?
What? Yeah, like what's the material? What's it made of?
It's mesh. So it's a mesh
Oh, it's a
leash
mesh.
set, which is very difficult to say.
It only comes with one.
Yeah, one and then the leash as well. So all
Good
of
thing
the
is I
fine
don't think
things you see.
You'll say it
I'm
anytime.
gonna say $10.
$10? Okay,
Yeah, why not?
so the point goes to Rena. I know, an upset.
I should get the point too, god damn it.
You know what?
Four
I don't
cents.
make
Never
the
seen The Price
rules.
is Right. You could go there in a limousine.
Damn it, Rena.
So
Make
the
it right.
price is actually $7 on the nose.
Boo.
So damn, I had
Wow.
hopes for you, but yeah, now it's a tie between Rena and Ben. Amer, good luck with the next item. Our next item I found on Kijiji.
What?
And the reason it stood out for me was because not only is it fresh or frozen fresh blueberries, but also this was the description of these blueberries on Kijiji. Take this journey with me, please. 2020 edition, brand new. Bought 2 days ago. 10 out of 10, mint condition. Took it for a ride and it runs like a top. Tastes subpar.
What? So it's open.
So yeah, there's a lot of, and also they took it for a ride.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of what is
It's like,
happening.
no, it's not open. I just tasted
Flavor
the
Ride.
bag.
Trip to Flavor Town, baby. That's where they rode.
Maybe they were Guy Fieri's blueberries. Yes, I like it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have a lot of. Do any of you think maybe you can answer my questions about why these blueberries were taken for a ride, or yeah?
Maybe just from the store to home, like they just
Yeah.
took a,
They
the
were
guy
really
home
good
got
in the
buyer's
car.
remorse.
Yeah.
Forgot the.
I think that this person just sucks frozen blueberries, and
Yes.
and this was not his favorite batch.
Yeah. So I put them back in, so they are
Yeah,
new.
he's like, not for me. I want to meet that person.
Okay, Amer, do you have any comments or questions about the blueberries?
Was it an open bag? Did it say if it
I
was
mean,
open?
that's the thing. The description says 10 out of 10 mint condition, but then it ends with taste subpar.
Yeah.
If
So-
this was
The
posted
bag's
yesterday,
open. They're
I
just the
get
blueberries
it.
are in great shape. They're just
Yeah.
brand newly frozen.
Yeah.
It's
If this was
Dad's
posted on
company.
420, I would get it. Like, oh yeah, of course. The guy got high and thought I was funny.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. So do you want to guess? Let's start with Ben. What is your guess for these frozen blueberries?
Oh fuck! Secondhand blueberries. I'd say even as a delusion of grandeur, I'd say $5.
Okay. Rena, what is your guess?
I'm gonna go with the solid. Fuck, what would this person? I feel like they charge like $10, and I just like to think about them doing it like store price, just about.
Yeah. Okay. Amer, what is your guess?
Say $4.95.
$4.95. So the second thing that I found very interesting about this posting, that kind of sounds like they're describing maybe an automobile, but also blueberries, is that the price, the Kijiji price for these frozen blueberries is $42,000.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be ridiculous. It's the blue book.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I think somebody got high yesterday and posted this. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I agree. What would a blueberry have to do for you for it to be worth $42,000?
Well, they're in mint condition, so I think it speaks.
It's true. They're a collector's item.
Contribute to everyday household chores and just, half of my lifestyle. That's what they'd have to do for me.
They have to be fed. Somebody have to feed me each blueberry. It has to be like a gorgeous human being
Yeah.
feeding me blueberries. And yes, then definitely I would pay.
Yeah.
Way too
So
tough.
Dwayne Johnson feeding you blueberries.
I was about to say you, Ben, but sure, we'll go with The Rock.
The Rock is cooking frozen blues.
Bloobs. I like that. Hey, can we give a point to Elspeth? A point for Elspeth.
Point for bloobs.
I think Elspeth won that round with bloobs.
Okay, we have one more item
I
left
won.
in this round.
Who won that one, actually? The blueberry one.
That one, the point goes to Rena because she was closest but very far off.
10 bucks.
So right now, Rena has 6 points, Ben has 5, and Amer has 4. So our last item of the how much round. This beautiful little guy found on Etsy. So this is The Witcher, Wild Rabbit Original. They spelled original with a Y instead of the first I. I just feel like that's important to know. Original. Real art taxidermy mounts. Sleep well only because the Witcher of the White Rabbit clan destroyed the nearby harpy nest. He risked his life for a few gold coins and your peace. I immortalized this small, brave bunny fighting on the top of a mountain, on the top of a restless mountain by a lake. Total everything is made by hand. Okay, almost. I slashed the wood with a machine, not by hand. Each of these animals came to me after a natural death. Some of them could not be cured. The money that is auctioned helps to feed and heal most of the rabbits looking for shelter in my home. So there's a big journey there. I have some questions and concerns about the rabbits this person is sheltering in their home. But yeah. What are your thoughts on this beautiful, beautiful bunny?
It's art.
How many animals are in there? There's a bird.
There's a bird, there's a
bunny?
rabbit.
It's a stunning piece. I
It
moved.
is. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Well, I'm terrified of Ben.
How
now.
large is it? How large is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. They never put the specifications on these ones. So I think, rabbit sized, and then there's the whole,
I guess
round.
rabbit sized.
So it's like a couple feet high. And
My other question is it still available?
Check Etsy after this, and you too can buy this for the one you love the most. Okay, do we have any questions, any comments, or would you like to get to guessing?
Did they list materials used other than the animals?
So it's rabbit, wood, and just like paints.
Okay,
I
so
was
they're
more
not
on the journey. Yeah.
They're not a professional artist. This is not someone's body of work. It's just a body.
It's just a body, possibly from the shelter that this person has the rabbit shelter in their home. I'm not 100% on that.
Okay.
Was this a famous rabbit?
It was actually Peter Rabbit.
Oh, I thought it was
Pete.
Roger.
So sad. I
And they
didn't know
put
he
it in this
passed.
piece of shit artwork.
Yeah.
It's fucking revolting.
Knowing Pete, he was a crazy son of a bitch. He probably asked for something like
Yeah,
this.
he
He's
did,
like, don't
he did.
cremate me. Just make me look glorious.
Yeah.
He really
Yeah.
captured the feelings in his eyes, like the rabbit.
Yeah, the eyes are haunting on this rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some
It's got personal.
guesses.
Okay. I think I have a decent guess.
Okay, Rena, what is your guess? And it is on
I'm gonna
Etsy,
go-
just a reminder. 'Cause
What does
Yeah.
that mean? The fact it's on Etsy. What should I?
Etsy stuff tends to be a little more costly because it's all
Okay.
handmade and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. They're an amateur artist, so I'm going to go safe with I'm going to say 75.
75?
Yeah.
Okay. Amer, what is your guess?
1,200.
1,200? Okay. I feel like Amer's just very sore about the first round.
Yeah.
I swear I didn't hear you, and that's the probably
okay.
my attention span,
I'm
but
gonna call you
also
Marina from now on. That's it. No, that's gonna be.
Marina this.
All right, calm down, Marina.
All right, Ben, you get the final guess. What is your guess?
Oh, I'm going 80.
80.
I should have said 700.
Okay. Ben, you get the point. The actual price of this is $300.51.
Figured it was
I
around
would
there, but I would just
never-
So
cover
you're
all the bases.
all pretty
I
far
would
off.
never pay that for that. I would never.
Yeah.
That's mispriced. That's just incorrect art pricing is what we're seeing.
Now it is time for our final round, the lightning round. In this round, I will ask you rapid fire trivia questions. You do not have to wait for me to call your name, just wait for me to finish the question. Going into this round, Rena is in the lead with 6 points, Ben is close behind with 5, and Amer is very close third place with 4 points. Every question in this round is worth 1 point, and I will ask questions until the music stops playing. So, are you ready for the lightning round?
Let's do this.
Do-do-do-do.
I'm excited.
What movie features the song Hakuna Matata?
The Lion King.
Lion King.
Blanking.
Which country is the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
Italy.
Italy.
It's France. Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
Which province is Anne of Green Gables from?
PI.
Oh.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah. What's the 5th letter of the alphabet?
E.
F.
E, very good. What's the capital of Alberta?
Edmonton.
Very good, Rena. Who played the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Will Smith.
Very good. Who wrote Alice in Wonderland?
Oh, Lewis Carroll.
Very
Ben
good.
Rabbit.
What is 8 times 10?
80.
80.
Very good. Who invented the telephone?
Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell.
That was okay. George Harrison and Ringo Starr were in
The
which
Beatles.
band?
Beatles.
Very good.
You have to wait till the end.
No.
Ron and Hermione were characters in
Harry
what
Potter.
series? Oh, I think that was Ben.
No.
How many legs does a spider have?
8.
8.
Oh, that's everyone. Red and blue make what color?
Green.
Yellow.
Oh,
Green, purple. The early bird gets the
Worm.
worm.
It's Ben. How many provinces are in Canada?
8.
10.
Oh, 10.
No, there's 3 territories.
I said 10.
Territories.
Yeah, that's why I
10
said 7.
provinces. Place, we have Ben Cardilli. In second place, we have Mr. Amer Rez. And in third place, Rena Taylor. Congratulations, Rena.
It's me.
It's
Thank you.
Marina. Marina Taylor, the winner.
Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Please like and share this video so that we can get a lot of views. Thank you, Ben, Rena, and Amer for being on the show.
Thank you, Elspeth. That was so much fun.
Thank you. That was great.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.